Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful textured beanie using the Even Moss Stitch. We're going to use a special tapering technique at the top so the crown is not bulky when we sew it together. For this project I'm using a 4mm hook and we're going to start by chaining 51 chains. So once your chain is ready, you're going to count 10 stitches from the end and mark the 10th stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you're going to mark the 10th stitch. These 10 stitches are going to be reserved for our tapered crown. Now if you're making this for a younger child, let's say ages 1 to 5, you'll want to adjust the starting chain so the hat is not too tall. For those smaller sizes, chain 41 for 40 stitches total and place your marker at the 8th stitch. This keeps the proportions perfect for a smaller head. So now we are going to begin our first row. Into the second stitch from hook, you're going to go in with a slip stitch. And then a half double crochet into the next stitch. Then slip stitch and half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet. Now you're going to alternate these two stitches until you're one stitch away from your stitch marker. So I'm one stitch away from the stitch marker. You should end this with a half double crochet into that stitch. So now chain 1 and turn your work. As I said before, we are reserving this for the crown. Now we're going to start our row 2, and from now on you're going to be working into the back loops only. So into that half double crochet, you're going to make a half double crochet in the back loop only. Into the slip stitch, you go in with a slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch. When you're confused, always remember that a half double crochet gets a half double crochet and a slip stitch gets a slip stitch. Okay, so we're not going to mix them up. Every stitch gets that same stitch. A half double crochet gets a half double crochet, a slip stitch gets a slip stitch. You're going to alternate these two stitches all the way to the end of the row, and I'll meet you once you're there. Remember to end this row with a slip stitch, half double crochet. I'm arriving at the end of the row and I'll slip stitch into that last slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Moving on to row 3. Since we ended with a slip stitch, we are going to slip stitch into that slip stitch and then half double crochet. Remember, you're doing that in the back loops only. Slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, double crochet. Repeat that until the end of the body section right here. And when you arrive at the end of the body section, we are going to connect. Remember, the body section ends with a half double crochet. So now we are going to connect by slip stitching into those 10 unworked chains. Take out your slip stitch, and then just slip stitch into those 10 unworked chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chain 1, moving on to row 4, slip stitch into the back loops of the stitches we just made, like into the 10 stitches. So into that first chain, that first stitch there, make a slip stitch, 1, slip stitch into the next one, 2, 3, 4, find the back loops only, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I forgot to mention that you should keep your slip stitches. You should keep your slip stitches loose. Watch your tension so that you don't have trouble working into them. Now, since we finished the 10 stitches and ends, like, of course, they're slip stitches, the next stitch, which is the body section, is a half double crochet. So you're going to work a half double crochet into the back loop, and then a slip stitch, a half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, and slip stitch. Repeat that to the end of your row, and remember to end it with a slip stitch. I'll find you when we arrive there. Arriving the end of the 4th row, I made a slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now for row 5 and going onward, you're going to continue repeating the logic of rows 2, 3, and 4. So for row 5, you're repeating row 2. We are going to work all the way and stop at the body section, chain 1 and work back down. So I'm going to show you that one more time. So slip stitch into your first stitch. This is row 5, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet. Do that all the way to the end of the body section, and I will meet you there. So I'm at the end of the body section. I'll place my half double crochet, chain 1 and turn your work. Now you're going to work back down, alternating between the slip stitch and the half double crochet. So your first stitch here is a half double crochet. Going to make a half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, and repeat that all the way down. At the end of the row, at the end of row 6, you make your last slip stitch. That's the last stitch, chain 1 and turn your work. For row 7, you're going to work all the way to the body section and then slip stitch into the 10 stitches. Row 8, you chain 1 and slip stitch, mark the 10th stitch, and then continue back down. You'll keep going until your piece measures the correct width for your size when laid flat and slightly stretched. For toddlers 1 to 3, 15 to 16 inches, a child 3 to 10, 16 to 17 inches, teen and stroke small adult 17 to 18 inches, and then a standard adult you'll need, it should measure 18 to 19 stitches. So I'll meet you back once my piece is ready. Once you hit your measurement, I'm making for an adult, so mine is 19 inches. You're going to fold your work so your last row meets the foundation chain, just like this. And if you can see, the slip stitches we made here gathers together and it makes that tapered crown. So now we are going to seam this together using the slip stitch. We're going to slip stitch through the back loop of the last row and the foundation chain. So into the first stitch, you're going to go through both loops, okay, to secure the heart at the front. Like I mean, to bring this together, go through the both loops and then slip stitch. So now from here onwards, you're going to go through the back loop only, slip stitching into each and every stitch. You can actually decide to use the darning needle, but I would rather prefer the hook. So continue doing that, slip stitching into the back loops of your last row and the foundation chain, and I'll meet you right here at the crown. When you arrive at the crown, you're going to slip stitch all the way to the end. Just going to go in with a slip stitch in each and every. And into the last stitch, don't forget to slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 1 and please pull a very long tail, okay, pull a very long tail. Now you're going to cut off and then pull the tail through and secure the work. So now next, well, before we continue, let me show you guys. So this is how the heart is looking. Okay, so now next we are going to get our darning needles And now you're going to insert your yarn in the darning needle. You probably must have guessed what we are going to do, isn't it? Okay, so now okay, all right, so you're going to go in and out of these stitches all around, you know, to pull this thing together. So what I like to do is, since the tail is long, I make a dowel strand like this. So yeah, I'm going to go in and out, you know, gathering these slip stitches together. We're almost done. And yeah, so now all you have to do is pull this together like this. You can pull it to your taste, you know, and if you want to add a pom-pom, that's all up to you. I'm going to go one more time just to secure this. Okay. I mean, this is not necessary, but if you want to, you can do it like twice. And that's it. I'm going to secure this right here properly. I'm going to cut my yarn. Now you can hide this anyway. And that's going to be, so since we tapered the top, it will close perfectly flat, just the way you were seeing it, without any bulk. Weave in your ends if there are any. Well, I don't have a lot of ends to weave in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials to come. See you again in the next video, and happy crochet.